Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very news-filled live feed update show for today, March the 17th. Now, we have to talk about the House meeting, the feeds being off for the last day. We have to pick up where we left off on the last one. Of course, we have coronavirus house update. We have Jamar being removed from the game update. We have a lot to get to. I know everybody is talking now that the news has officially broken. So we have a lot to get to on this show. Now, I will say, we need to start where we left off, because these are a live feed, daily live feed update shows. So for those of you that don't know, we do them like every day. Sometimes we skip a day if nothing's really happening in the house, or like yesterday where the feeds were off all day. But they are what is here for all of you to enjoy on YouTube, on iTunes, on our website. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you're listening in iTunes, make sure you leave a 5-star rating and a nice review. If you're on our website, check out all of our content for all the reality TV shows that we cover on our website, or if you are looking for all the rest of our BB Can content, it is all on TV Co's app this season. So the after shows with Nicole, when we go live after every episode, the weekly recaps with the BB Can house guests. This Saturday, Adam Pike is joining us. We just had Michael on with us the other day. Our exit interviews, everything is exclusively on the TV Co website this season, except for these live feed update shows. They will be in all of the regular places, because enough of you don't like and share and retweet and comment and favorite and bell and ring, so that's where we are. You're punished. You're not punished. I love it. It's fun. I like being in an app about reality TV, and there's so many more shows than just our reality TV shows there. And Nicole's show is tonight at 7 p.m. and she's going to be with Philip, so that'll be exciting. Can't wait to see that. Anyway, we have to talk about where we left off last, which was we were waiting for the POV ceremony to find out what would happen. Jamar was kind of torn, and depending on who won, what would he do? We're going to speed through this part. I know. We all want to know about the house meeting and all that, so we're just going to go through this quickly in the sense of just updating people. Because there was drama before the meeting. Some could argue the drama before the meeting was more important than the drama that happened in the meeting. I mean, I guess not now that we know the results of the meeting, but you get what I'm saying. So once Maddie won and she knew she was taking herself off, Jamar realized, I'm gonna have to go after Min. She's very toxic in this house. She causes a lot of chaos. She's not good for my game. I'm gonna have to go after her. The point is, do I blindside her with this information or not? It was very late at night when Min goes up to Sheldon. Did I say Jamar? I meant Sheldon. When Min goes up to Sheldon in the HOH room, and she's like, hey, I've been trying to talk to you all day. You want to talk? Let's sit down and talk. And Sheldon says, look, Min, I love you. Okay? I really love you. Even though I think you're not going to talk to me after this, and it's fine, you're going to be the replacement nom. And Min is like, well, what do you mean? When you say that, it sounds like you're saying I'm going to go home. Yeah, Min, that's what being the replacement nom means. It means you're probably going to now be the target. And it's like, she didn't even make that connection until like 10 minutes into the conversation, which was so weird. And every time she did, it was almost like she thought, oh, I should be crying now. So then she did the fake crying, we wouldn't know it if I can't go. It's my dream. It's my dream. Okay, look, if it's your dream, maybe you should stop stirring your little cauldron of Wicked Witch potions and throwing fire at everyone in the house, trying to literally burn down the house with drama that has nothing to do with the game. I mean, I thought that was your dream. I thought your dream was to go into the house and try and burn it down with your bullshit drama. Because you're achieving a dream if that's the dream. If the dream is to play Big Brother, I don't know what rule book you've been reading, but that's not how you play Big Brother. So, no. It was interesting. And I like, Min, bless her heart. She tries. She would say to Sheldon, like, can I ask you a question? And Sheldon would be like, yes. And she's like, is it Kyle that put you up to this? He's like, it doesn't matter. She's like, is it Kyle? Doesn't matter. Is it Kyle? Doesn't matter. Kyle doesn't. Kyle matter. Kyle doesn't. I'm not even kidding. You think I'm being funny? It went back and forth like that. And Sheldon's like, Min, you're not going to change my mind. There's nothing you can say that's going to change my mind. You're wasting your time campaigning to me. You need to try and go get votes. I'm putting you on the block. And my favorite in the Ming groveling here is when she was like, look, I know that I lied. I know that you caught me in a lie, but I promise from here on out, Sheldon, if you trust me, I won't lie to you anymore. Okay. Like, you're a liar. You've been lying. You got caught lying. You create lies for funsies. And now you're like, okay, but now, promise. I'm promising you I'm going to be honest going forward. You trust me now, right? I'm loyal to the people I'm loyal to. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that you're super loyal to Jamar, but everybody sees you saying shit about him behind his back. So, Sheldon was not buying this. Sheldon was not buying this at all for 1 second. Cut to Min crying on the bed, me getting my sippy cup to collect her tears because I don't GAF about Min crying. Don't care. Don't care. And I don't care about a Min crying. Then of course she leaves the HOH room. She leaves a trail of fire wherever the hell she goes. And everybody kind of goes to bed. I mean, moral of the story, sure, Brooke runs up. There was a point when, Brooke came in the room, and, everyone's staring daggers. Brooke is like, oh my god, there's somebody with my man. And Brooke's like, do, trying to kill Min with her stares. Why are you blowing with my man? It's night time. You're touching his bed. That's my bed. Whatever. Then, the next, Sheldon fills in Brooke and is like, oh my god, she's crazy. She's going. She took kind of well. Don't worry, I damage control with the house before I even knew I was going to tell her, so we wouldn't have to deal with anything. Everything's going to be all fine in the morning. Everything's going to be all fine in the morning. Okay, so that was the day before yesterday. Cut to yesterday morning. Min is riled up. There is a rat snake in this house. There is a rat snake and I'm being lied on, and you know what? It's Vanessa. It is Vanessa telling that lie about Brooke and throwing the competition. And you know what? Min's going to confront Brooke. Min is going to confront Brooke about telling her to throw the POV competition. Because why? She snaked her. She's been snaked. So she goes in the bathroom and she's like, hey, Brooke, how you doing, pretty? And Brooke is like, just thinking about Sheldon. And she's like, look, why did you tell me to throw the POV competition? And Brooke is like, What? And then Ming is like, oh my god, I can totally tell by your facial reaction that you did not remember telling me that and that you didn't mean it. Like, I can tell by the way that you're reacting, Brooke, that you didn't mean it. And I think this is all just fire, fuel, fuel being added to the fire by Vanessa. Vanessa and her weird lobster magic is in my brain, okay? She took her little lobster hands and she stuck them in my brain. She wiggled all my nerve endings around. Now I'm getting shit crossed, and it wasn't you, it was Vanessa. Vanessa's a liar, and she's snaking me, and she snakes on my game, and she's evil. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you got that from her face? She told you. But now, because of her face, she didn't tell you? I don't get it. And now, granted, Brooke is kind of like, what would have the point been of saying it to you? Which I agree. That's what I don't understand. Why does it even matter? Why would she even tell her to throw it? What is the point of throwing it? Why do we even care about it? It doesn't matter, everyone. The details don't matter. What matters is that Min is insane, and now she wants someone to blame, and she is gonna blame Vanessa. She blames Kyle. Kyle's the, Dane of the season. He's the mastermind. He's the puppet. We're the people who are calling them out, and we're gonna go home, and then they're gonna get to run the show, and boop, 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 boop. Great. I know, because you're in danger now. You have all these revelations. I will say, Sheldon did say Min did not react in the explosive, throwing out secrets, blowing up everyone's game way that he thought that she was going to, which made him almost feel bad and like, this is actually good for her game. This is not how I thought she would handle it last night. Now, going into this new day, which was yesterday, when now there's the undertones of house meeting is coming. House meeting is coming. Clearly not so much. Now, before the house meeting, Min is like talking to people. So she'll go to like a Carol and Sue. And she'll be like, I'm going to call out Min for her lies. I'm not going to call Min. I'm going to call out Vanessa. Min goes to them and says, I'm going to call out Vanessa for her lies. Vanessa's a horrible liar. You with me, Carol? You with me, Sue? And Carol and Sue are like, oh my God, we're so with you. Go, you got to do this. She got to get her. Rile her up. You go get her. And then like Min will leave the room and they'll both like start busting out laughing like, we can't believe we're getting her to do this. Like we are firing her up to just kill her whole game. She doesn't even realize that we are going to kill the whole game. They celebrated. They they hugged a lot. It was very huggy. Like they hugged and they were like rolling around on the bed with their overjoyous hug. And then like true psychopaths, like two true people that get this game, they both like jump up from the bed because they had a sense that Min would be like right back in the room. So Min like comes right back in the room and they both like instantly detach and they're like 2 seconds before they were like, oh, we did it. Oh, we did it. You're so sad for you, man. But you got this, girl. Girl power. You go get them. You call your house meeting. And then Min's on the warpath, and she's like, where the hell's Vanessa? I need Vanessa. And then, like, Vanessa comes in, and Vanessa's like, excuse me, I'm in a bikini right now. So if you want to talk to me, you're going to have to wait till I get out of my bikini, okay? Because I don't want to be on the air in my bikini, okay? So I have to get changed. in the bikini. So then, like, she goes into the bathroom, and Min is like, oh my God, she's avoiding me. Every chance she gets, she tries to avoid me. She doesn't want to talk to me. Blah, blah, blah. So then, over in the bathroom, Kyle is like, what's going on? Min wants to talk to you, Vanessa. But he's, like, yelling it in his stupid Kyle voice. Because he's, like, trying to, like, make it known, like, oh, I know. I want to be part of the conversation. And then, of course, Jamar comes in the room. And Jamar is like, yo, bro, what's up? Why are you doing this? He's trying to get to the bottom of it. Okay, bro? All right? You feel me? He's just trying to get to the bottom of it. You feel me? She wants to get to the bottom of it. Okay? If somebody was lying on you, you would want to get to the bottom of it. And man, she just wants to get to the bottom of it. And Angie is like, get to the bottom of what, Jamar? And Jamar's like, the truth? And she's like, what's the truth? We don't know the truth. And he's like, the truth of who started the rumor that Min spread about the 5-person alliance. And she's like, well, she's like, and Jamar's like, everyone won't stop talking to her about it. And Angie's like, no, Min's the one talking to it about everyone. And he's like, no. And Angie's like, yeah. It's all coming from Min. None of us are talking about it. And the person who all of us that did talk about it heard it from was Min. So, we don't know what you're saying. And she's like, and Kyle's like, well, it doesn't matter. We're just a scapegoat. We're just the mastermind. We're just the best people that ever played this game. And Min can't handle it. And she should go ahead and call a house meeting. And she wants to call a house meeting. And then, of course, Kyle does his, like, condescending thing. Where Kyle is like, Min, you can call this house meeting if you want. But just know it's not going to end well for you. Okay, sweetheart? It's not going to end well for you. You said things in this game, okay? They're going to get exposed. You think you're going to call me out, but I just want you to know you're going to get called out. Okay, I don't know if you want to do it. Also, on a side note, Angie pulls Jamar aside, and Angie is like, Jamar, this is stupid. You are literally attaching yourself to a sinking ship. You are literally the anchor on the SS Min. You've been thrown overboard. You're wearing cement shoes. You're going down. Don't be part of this. She's ruining your game. Do not let her ruin her game. Do not do it. Don't be a part of it. I don't know how much clearer I can be. We don't have a real outside. I can't have my friends send a skywriting plane. And Jamar's like, I'm going to do it. Well, great. She warned him. She warned him not to do it. Now, Jamar was getting pumped, okay? Jamar was getting pumped for this. We had, it seems, in light of, recent developments, but we have to go on as, we must go on. But this happened on the live feeds, and I had to screen grab it because I'm still confused, Jamar, maybe, it is sad with the current, what's going on. But, you could, now you have time to learn how to do push-ups that aren't floor humping. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to be the floor. Like, I was watching that and I was like, I wish I was the floor, I wish I was the floor, I wish I was the floor. But that's like everything I learned about how not to do. Like, here's how you know I'm old. All I thought watching that was, God, your back's gonna hurt later. And God, to have an ankle that's not made of metal. Like, side note, for those of you that watch the TikTok, the electric shuffle, like the shuffle when they do the shuffle dance and they go up the stairs. I was like, oh my God, that would be so fun for Nicole and I to do for like a TikTok, and that would be fun. And then I have a set of stairs, and I tried to do it and realized, oh, my ankle is steel plates and doesn't bend. So, spared you all that experience. Anyway. So Jamar is, a little bit riled up. A little bit riled up. As he would be. Min, I feel, tried to hold off. She was really trying in the morning to have, like, one-on-one conversations. And she also felt the need to, like, air the dirty laundry that she had with everyone before the meeting. So she would go up to Carol. I loved that. And this was literally it. Like, keep in mind, Min is having, like, 30-minute conversations about people over the stupidest shit. Like, shit that doesn't even matter. She is, like, bombarding them for 30 minutes. And then she just walks up to Carol like this, honestly, and goes, this is the whole conversation. Hey, Carol, so we're going into the meeting, okay? And I just want you to know, like, a little bit of information. You know how Sheldon is mad at me because everyone is saying that I'm the one that exposed the 5-person alliance, right? And Carol's like, yeah. And she's like, okay, anyway, I just told him that you were the one that gave me that information. All right, I'm going to go now. I just wanted to tell you so you knew. All right, I got to get ready for the meeting. Bye. Maybe that could have been a conversation that you fluffed for 30 minutes. Maybe you could have eased into that one a little bit. She just like dropped the bomb and walked out of the room. And then you wonder why Carol and Suzanne are rolling around on the bed for 10 minutes with each other. Don't get it at all. So whatever. She has now set up for the meeting. It is now time for meetings. We're getting ready for now said meetings. But we have clips. We are going to play them in a minute. I need to go flip on over to the live feed updaters. I should let you all know. In case you are new here and you don't know, make sure you are following at BBCan8 live feeds on Twitter. They tweet all what's going on the live feeds 24/7. If you'd like to be an updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We could definitely use the help, so come join the YR fam. All of the videos, clips, pictures, everything that we use on these shows, really all of our Big Brother Canada shows, come from the amazing live feed updaters collecting clips and photos and stuff that they post on the Twitter. So, make sure you follow that account, and then you'll get it even sooner than me doing it on the show. Yeah, babe. Okay, so now, meeting. Awkward. Debbie, I see Debbie in the chat. I haven't watched any BB though. Well, you picked a great time to jump on in. Okay, so let's kind of just start. We're not going to play the whole meeting. Again, if you guys want to watch the whole entire meeting, you can go over to the Big Brother Canada, the BB Cans 8 live feed Twitter. The entire house meeting is currently the pinned tweet with comments and everything, so you can go follow along there. But in order to understand where we're going, I feel like we need to see where it started. So here is the start of the meeting.
Banana. Is that what it was?
There we go.
Please put a shirt on.
Okay, so everyone's laughing. Like,
why you don't want to pop?
everybody is, in a good mood. Or not in a good mood, but straggling along. Okay, so we're going to skip a
Who's
little.
missing? Vanessa and Carol?
So people aren't, coming. People don't care.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Angie's leaving.
Just a lot of people, Just the anticipation.
So just let's notice here for one hot second. Angie doesn't really care. She kept saying all along leading up into this meeting, like, what if we don't go? What if I don't show up? Who says I'm supposed to show up to the meeting? Why do I have to show up to the meeting? What are they gonna do to me? So, like, Angie doesn't care about it. Of course, the Kyles, the Vanessas, they're all going to play like... I mean, Kyle was there. He was sitting there, for it. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so
I told her my
Maddie is now here.
It would be like, okay, can't wait to rush anything.
Okay, great. So the point is, as you can see, people are taking a hot second to show up to the meeting. Okay, that is the main point. I just want you to understand it's like not being taken that seriously, I guess is my point. But okay, so here we go. Okay, take it away.
Basically, last night, I had a conversation with Sheldon.
Cool.
One-on-one.
Right.
Sheldon said to me that he's been hearing in this house that I've told multiple people that there's a 5-person alliance with Sheldon in it.
Who else is in it? Can I ask a question?
Okay, wait.
She'll take questions.
At the end.
At the end. She's going to answer all these questions, and if you have anything left, she'll answer it.
Okay, so right off the bat, like, nobody's really taking this that seriously. And I mean, Jamar is clearly already frustrated, I think, that nobody is taking this seriously and are clearly mocking her.
The reason why I'm sitting here today is because I want to get to the bottom of who's spreading rumors and who's creating lies and who's making me into the scapegoat.
Okay. Now, also, Ming, welcome to Big Brother. The game is about lying, manipulating, making other people the scapegoat so that you can get ahead. This is why house meetings kind of crack me up. It's literally as if you were playing Monopoly, and anytime people started getting a lot of money, you were like, everyone come to the banker. We have to have a meeting with the banker about why people have so much money, okay? We'll have to talk about where you're getting the money from, who handed you the money, how much money is there, what are your properties were. It's the game. Why are we having a meeting about the game? It's just stupid. I mean, I love it. I love it for the drama, but it's stupid that always the person holding the meeting does not have a grasp on how to play the game. Like, it's a meeting about how I'm horrible at Big Brother. They should call them I'm horrible at Big Brother meetings instead of house meetings. But let's keep going.
Obviously, if I've lied about something, I wouldn't be sitting here open for discussion. Mm-hmm. I've been told that I created rumors that there was a 5-person alliance with Sheldon in it, which does not make any fucking sense because I don't know if there's a 5-person alliance. I don't even know why I'd be talking shit about the person that's HOH. Like, I'd want to make myself a target. So that doesn't make any fucking sense, number one.
Lie.
Number two, what else?
That's great. You're already stuck
Came
at
to me
2.
today and said, Minh-Ly, why are you telling people that I told you to throw the competition?
Okay.
I was told yesterday by you, Vanessa, that Brooke came to you and said to throw the comp. And both of us looked at each other.
Okay. Both of us. All right. I'm going to keep scrolling. Hold on. I think we can just pick up here.
But in this game, you are my number one threat.
Okay. I guess, hold on. Oh, no, we need to go back for 1 second. 1 second, because I just want to finish this thought, and then I want to comment on this part.
Tension that somebody has tried to poison you against me or divide us. In this game, it's divide and conquer. When they see somebody being too much of a threat, smart, a good competitor, that's a threat to their game. So what I'm saying here is if you keep me in this house, I will go after the number one threat in this house because I'm not afraid.
Okay.
Who's that?
And you guys have seen me compete.
Oh, sorry.
You guys have seen me compete, and you guys know that I'm not afraid.
Right.
So if you guys want to do what the house wants to do, you're welcome to do what the house wants to do, but it's going to be exactly what happened last year. It's going to be the Dane show.
No.
Last year, when, what's her face? Chelsea and Sam were on to the Pretty Boys. They got evicted, and it was just a Pretty Boys game. And one by one, you guys were out of the house.
Okay. All right, we're going to stop here for a second because we're going to go back to 2 points. Number one, if you're going to hold a house meeting, and this is just me, you should probably have your facts in order and know what you want to talk about. So that's just number one. Just seems like all she's really doing is throwing out there what everybody already knows that she does, which is manipulate like a situation. Vanessa was very much like, yeah, Min, I'm playing the game. Okay? I'm just playing the game. That's what we're doing. We're here to play the game. I'm playing the game. We're all playing the game. This is the game that we all signed up to play. I'm sorry if you don't want to play it the same way, but that's what we're doing. We are here all to play the game. And everyone is like, who you going after, Min? Who you going after, Min? All right, Min is ready to call out Kyle officially.
But in this game, you are my number one threat.
Okay, great. I've known that forever, man, but you sit up in the room and lie to me every single night.
Kyle, every single night you've been in the fucking have not rude.
Okay, you've never done that though? You've never whispered in my ear at night about
In
plans?
the beginning, I trusted you, and then you showed me that you were a snake.
A snake?
So how do you expect me to trust you if you show me that you're a snake? I would have loved to work with you, but you snaked me.
You snake everyone in the house, man.
Kyle,
We all
you
have stories.
snaked me.
You
How do you
snaked
want me
me.
to trust you?
I don't want you to trust me.
Okay, so I don't trust you, and I want to go after you because you're a threat to me. I feel, honest
at
to God,
JL
I
raising
feel
his
if you
hand.
don't keep me here, Kyle will win this game.
Thank you.
No, he
You're
won't.
the
Bet
fifth
on
person
it.
to say that.
I bet on it. Kyle will win this game.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
JL?
This pitch seems really familiar from last week with a guy named Michael,
Uh-huh.
who said he was going to go after Chris. He was going to go after Kyle, but the difference was
Right.
Mike was honest and he didn't spread rumors around.
Okay.
So I don't know why we would vote to keep
JL?
rid of him. Okay,
JL, shut your mouth.
He didn't spread rumors, right? He didn't spread rumors. So
Oh, okay, hold on. So now, this is the first Jamar interaction. Okay, let's watch this one.
John Luke, I understand that there's an impression in the house that I've been a liar, which is why I'm calling a house meeting to clear the air, because I'm laying out all my cards out on the table
Right.
to show people where I stand.
yeah.
100%
JL
where I
does have a
stand.
point.
So if you're with me, we know what direction I'm going in. If you're not with me, it's okay. I'm not gonna play diplomatic here. You know me. You know. You know. I speak my mind. You know I'm not afraid. You know I can compete. You know I'm smart. That is a threat to
That's
somebody
a threat.
that's smarter than me that can compete or whatever. If
Or
you're
whatever.
with me, you're with me, and you know who I'm against. If you keep me let me show you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's been brought to my attention that you were the person that was a big part in orchestrating last week with Michael being gone. And you have told me over time and time again that you were very surprised when it was Michael going up on the block and not you. And my question for you is, did you know that? Did you take part in Chris's HOH?
In that circumstance, I was working with Chris and Kyle. Okay? Okay, I was working with Chris and Kyle. And
Okay, so I will spare you the circle jerk of this conversation. She finally tells Maddie yes. She finally tells Maddie, yes, Maddie, I did. I am aware. I know it. Yes, I did it. I was playing the game. Yes, I know. I don't even watch Big Brother and I could tell she was lying. Right. She went on to call out several people. I mean, several people went, like, for example, Suzanne was like, why are you throwing my name out there? Why are you throwing my name out there? Let me see which clip this is. I wish we could go back and edit tweets so we could put in, like, the details of it. Okay. Hold on. Let's see.
upset. Angie leaves the room, whatever. You guys come back with Kyle. Kyle walks in. We're
talking about the
when
morning
I just fucking
fight.
had a conversation with you earlier in the day, and I'm like, Kyle, please. And you're like, I got you, man. And then you went and did that. I feel like that was instigating a fight to make me look like a troublemaker, to make me look dramatic.
Right.
Okay? So anyway, obviously I got upset and I looked at you and I'm like, Kyle, I'm like, why are we making noise right now? And you're like, man, you treat everybody like shit, blah, 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 blah. And you just played yourself to be the victim. And at that point, I was like, I don't trust you. The way you were talking to me, the scene that you made.
But you winked at Vanessa as you were all upset about everything, like you were
I
like
winked at Vanessa. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. But when you did that,
yes, I told you that.
when you did that, I was like, I can't believe this right now. I can't believe this. I'm like, is he creating a scene right now to use on later in the game and be like, oh, Min's drama, she's a scapegoat. That's easy. And that's what he did.
Everybody gonna believe it.
So that's why during that play, I was like, hold on a second. Let me think. Is Kyle and Chris or whatever, is Kyle trying to align himself with you and Mike and JL and Riri
No.
and get me out.
No, that wasn't.
So am I being played? That's why when you saw me
No,
shocked,
but that
I was actually
wasn't
shocked.
his intentions.
What?
I can assure you that that wasn't Kyle's intentions.
Well, now that we know,
Right.
but I'm just like saying that where my head was at in that moment.
But
When you're like, you're shocked. So I was shocked.
Okay.
So, I mean, are you saying in that experience?
okay, so again, point of that, Min is really just bringing up stuff. Min is just bringing up stuff that is, you know, pointless to the conversation. But all along being like, Kyle, I'm going to go after you, but I love you. I'm going to go after you, but I love you. I'm going to go after you, but I love you. But I love you in the real world. You're a great human. But, you know, I have to go after you. And then we kind of, you know, like a few times during it, yes, Jamar did, like, stand up. And now we're going to see, like, one of the things that happened with Jamar. So I'm just gonna play this part.
That victim shit. Get the fuck out of here with that.
I'm trying to hold a house meeting and you don't want to get your shit aired out. You're like, Min, it's not going to work in your favor.
Already playing victim
It's not
crying and shit. That victim shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. Playing everybody the whole time. Crocodile fucking tears.
Why are you trying to intimidate everybody?
I'm not trying to intimidate anybody. I'm just heated right now.
He's just upset. He's just upset.
Everything getting aired out. I have a right to be upset right now. I'm not upset for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I know, but you're like standing up like crazy.
Am I going up in the girl's face or am I going right here? I went right here. Don't try to.
I still don't appreciate it though. Get the fuck out of here. That's ridiculous, man.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. You want me to shut up? Make me shut up. Somebody please make me shut up.
Don't even. It's not really.
It's still
guys, we still gotta be respectful as human beings.
Yo, I'm being played. That's not respect.
Okay. So not a great let me see if there's a better view of that so you can see it, because I could see. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right. We'll just go to the last clip. Basically, I thought that there would be like a different view, but he wasn't near anybody when he was saying that, is really what my first point is. He was not near anybody when he was saying that. And when he was like to Vanessa, when she was like, oh, you're being aggressive, he was nowhere near her. He was like literally against the back wall. And he was like, I can be upset however I want to be upset. Okay, so this is the last clip. Like, this is the end of the meeting. This is kind of right before the feeds cut off. And here we go. So that's Kyle and Jamar. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Hold on. Sorry.
You a goofy ass, bro. So are you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a goofy ass. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, this is unproductive. Is there anything else that needs to be said?
Yeah, everyone getting played by these two, you feel me? Whatever they say to you, don't let them, even if they start talking about their family type shit, you feel me? That's all a lie. They're just trying to get into your hearts. That's all playing. Don't let him talk to you and cry to you about his kids. He's just playing into your heart. Don't let anybody say nothing about that.
Anything else? Anyone else? Anything else to say?
Nothing, bro.
Honestly, regardless of what people want to say about these two, I know what I'm doing this
week. Try to get into your heartstrings. Make you guys feel sorry for the man. Just all playing you. Now you guys see they're playing. Look,
I don't take it to heart. It's
I said, Jamar, I don't want to be in his pocket attached to him. And look, she just admitted she's playing me. So whatever she's saying to you, everybody, they're playing you.
Not me.
Okay.
But it's a game, right? We're all here to play Big Brother, you feel me? It's all a part of the game, but just know who's playing you, you feel me? What we eating for dinner tonight? What we eating for dinner tonight? We're gonna have dinner?
Are you gonna cook?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Hot dogs?
You help me.
We're actually making
the best mac and cheese, you feel me?
Family dinner
Don't
time?
give me no kiss.
We'll just do that.
I did. This guy's a joker for real.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We only here, fam. If it was outside of here, you already know what happened. Oh, yeah. Boom.
Okay, so, let me go back to just the part now that everybody is talking about, because that one kind of cut it off a little bit, so hold on. I have just the part I tweeted out, which is what yesterday everybody had the issue with. So, here it is, and then we can discuss. Here we go.
You feel me?
Family dinner
Don't
time.
blow me no kiss.
Won't you stand up?
I did. This guy's a joker for real.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We only here, fam. If it was outside of here, you already know what happened. Oh, yeah. Boom. Muscles can't handle it. Muscles don't help you in here. Muscles don't help you outside of here. All that weight training just to get.
Jamar, you can actually get kicked out of this game for saying that.
Yeah.
You can get kicked out of this game for saying that.
I'm not saying nothing. Mac and cheese, you feel me?
Okay,
So,
it then went over to it went to the HOH room for like a minute or two. And the up close of Kyle. Yeah, we're gonna get into all that. I don't really care. Then I went to the HOH room, and a lot of people had a problem that Sheldon didn't really seem to have Jamar's back. He was very much saying to Brooke in the room, hey, if people knew what he was actually saying, he could be in a lot of trouble. And we even hear Kyle at the end of that clip say, you know, you could get kicked out of the house for that. And then we heard in the clip before that, Vanessa being like, yeah, why are you being so aggressive? Why are you being so threatening? Yada, yada. And the feed's cut down. Chris looks like Grizzly Adams. I have two... so then the feeds went down. Feeds have not come back until a few minutes ago. I will say, actually, before we get into that, let me also just tell you what the official statement was, because they did put out an official statement, so I have it right here. I have our official statement. Oh, this is going to be hard for me to read that way, but let's try. Okay, so here is the official statement. It says, it's the end of the road for Jamar Lee on Big Brother Canada. The 24-year-old Ajax, Ontario. I think they mean from Ajax, Ontario, I think. Native has been removed from Season 8 from the global TV series. The network confirms to ET Canada the move comes after his fellow house guest, Kyle, claimed to feel threatened by a hand gesture Lee directed at him during a tense house meeting. Could you imagine if these Canadians had to come to one of our house meetings? They thought that was tense. That was like tense light. Another house guest, Vanessa Clements, also claimed Lee's expressive, controversial approach made her uncomfortable during the meeting. In a joint statement, Global tells ET Canada, Insight Productions has made the difficult decision to remove a house guest as a result of behavior which occurred that was a breach of the Big Brother house rules. We at Global and Insight take the rules of this competition seriously, and with respect to all house guests, past and present, the confines of the Big Brother house can be trying, sometimes leading to a clash of opinions and emotions in an isolated environment. We handle these situations with care and caution, protecting the well-being of our house guests and ensuring the integrity of a long-standing production. Yeah. Now the feeds have been down for forever. Okay. So I have two thought processes on this. I want to say yes, two thought processes can exist at the same time. We as humans are able to have two feelings at the same time. Also, because it is hard when I do a show like this to feel like I need to represent both sides, I feel like I have to do that as well. Now, in situations like this, I should say. Because there's two parts, and there's the part that I feel. So I will say, first part's part how I feel. If Vanessa and Kyle were lying about feeling threatened, and were literally just using this as a way to get Jamar out of the game, then that's low down, dirty, disgusting gameplay that is just sad. Like, that is horrific if they are the type of people to lie and say they feel threatened when they don't feel threatened in order to have somebody removed from the game. So I am on everybody's side that think it is unfair to Jamar. If that is why they are doing it, it would have been too far. It is not okay at all. Now, here's the flip side to that. Anna, don't kill me. That maybe even goes too deep, and maybe it just doesn't even need to be too deep. It doesn't need to go this deep. Here's how I feel. I feel like we have to have the discussions, like, respectfully. But again, I realize I'm one person. I'm not discussing with anyone. So let me put it to you this way. I'm trying to lay out an argument for people to think about on both sides. And then have a normal discussion about it. If there were people in the game going forward who did feel threatened by something, and this action was not acted upon, why would they feel safe to play Big Brother? Point being, there are rules. You cannot threaten somebody's life outside of the game and remain in the game. And it sucks to say that, because I like Jamar. And do I think he meant it? No, I don't think he meant it. I think they were goading him. Kyle was making kissy faces at him, and I don't even really think that they felt threatened. But in the same way that people say, you need to know that you signed up for Big Brother and you're going to deal with that. Right. In the same exact way, you got to know you signed up for Big Brother and there are things you can't say. And people are going to try and get you to hit them so that you can get expelled. There are going to be some shithole players that are going to push you there and are going to do that because they're assholes. Like an evil dick. Like, I gotta burn you with a fucking cigarette. Like, there's going to be dickheads that play this game. You have to be better than it. It does... You can't... If we just bend the rules for everyone... And look, I get it. It's to say... It's not black and white. I don't mean that to be ironic. For me, and I can't speak for everyone, I wouldn't care who did it. I can tell you honestly, if you've seen my shows, if you have watched anything that I have talked about, I always say it is not for me to talk about when the racial topics come up or things like that on this show. I don't think I can understand it in the way of the community that it affects. But what I can say is, if I was in that game, I don't care which one of them did it to me, somebody alluded to killing me outside of the game, I would have a problem with that. But that's just me. And more so than that, it's a rule in the game. And maybe it's because, I have been talking to people about this for days. Well, for a day. And seeing what other people thought about it. Do you bend the rule and say he clearly didn't mean it? Again, I agree. I do not think in any way, shape, or form that Jamar was going to do anything. But it doesn't mean that then you get to just excuse it because he didn't mean it. It's like the same people that get mad when somebody eats and the rules aren't enforced, or somebody eats and the rules are enforced. I understand that, muddies the water of the topic. They 100% need to be more consistent. I agree. 100% they need to be more consistent. For me thinking about this, I think you have to go back to the main point. No one is arguing whether Jamar, because if you keep reading more of the articles, Jamar admits he did. It was a gun. He said, boom, shoot you, your muscles can't protect you. So the argument is off the table of what Jamar was saying. He was saying, you're lucky you're not outside of the game, I would shoot you. Now, how many of us have not said, I'll kill you to somebody when you're mad? So, there's another counterpoint. Okay, Jamar said, I'll shoot you. Jamar also says, you feel me, and I go, all right. People just have different ways of saying the same, I'll kill you, or I'll shoot you. So, we all do that. So there's that factor too. I'm just trying to throw out all the things that we're thinking. Oh, liking Jamar on the feeds, I'm bummed at what happened. However, if Kyle made the comment to Jamar and Kyle got kicked out, we wouldn't even be discussing it. I don't think that's, I don't know. I don't want to speak to scenarios that coulda, woulda, shoulda happened. I'm trying to keep it in the scenario that it's in and about how I would feel and how I'm thinking about it. Because to me, I can honestly say, I know Jamar, or I think I know Jamar, from watching the live feeds. So I am of course he doesn't mean it. But I don't know if I was in that house and didn't know all of the other parts of Jamar that people are seeing, would I still feel that same way? Or anyone. And it more comes to the point of, it's not that I'm defending it's not that I am, I'm not defending either one, but I should say, it's not that I'm making an argument or saying that I understand because it's Kyle and Vanessa. I'm saying I care about it, or I'm okay with it, because I don't want there to be another season where people want to go play this game and will feel, if we feel threatened by anyone, our safety isn't going to come into consideration. You can't say you're going to shoot someone outside of the game. You can't stand up and yell fire in a movie theater. You can't threaten to murder people outside of the game that you're playing. I don't understand. It's hard for me to see people not seeing both sides of it, I guess. It's hard for me to see people being like, I'm done with Big Brother, I will never watch it again. Because you like Jamar. I like Jamar too. But I agree, if it was somebody else, you would be fine with that. You kind of would. I think. And I know everybody goes into everything with their own feelings about things or their own prejudices about things. So when it comes to Big Brother and specifically an issue like this, I just think, what are the rules? The rules are you can't threaten people physically in this game. You can't physically touch someone in the game. You can't physically threaten violence upon them outside of the game for actions in the game. That's just the rule. You broke the rule. It's the end of the story. And that's a rule that leads to you being evicted. It's not like a rule where eating in the shower, you're going to get a penalty vote. When you're threatening the safety of people... Oh, yeah, sorry. Touch my ass. Oh. No, thank you. When you're threatening the safety of people, when I say I talk to other people about it, obviously I know people that are teachers, and it was like, what if this was a school situation? I mean, I get that it's a game on TV, but they are like, you always need to take when people say that seriously. It's just the world that we live in, and the things you say matter, and the things you say matter. I don't know how else to say it. Just so our fam knows, I don't agree with BB Can kicking Jamar out. I like Jamar. I just see it from the other side of Canada and kids being snowflakes. Yes, I want to be very clear. I am torn as well. I see both sides. If they were lying and we don't know, by the way, you read this article, it is only quoting what happened in that meeting. Vanessa saying she felt uncomfortable and Kyle saying he felt uncomfortable. It does not say that after the fact they continued to say that they felt uncomfortable, because here's what I really think should have happened. In any scenario, if this happened with any cast in the past or future, this is what I think should happen. This is how I think it should have been handled. You cannot threaten people. It is against the rules of this house. Now, technically, it is a rule of this house that is instantly get you evicted. We are willing to make an exception one time if the house agrees that they are willing to move forward with you in this game. And then if the whole house is like, yes, we will move ahead with you, then I think he should have been allowed to. We do not know what happened. I don't know that we'll ever know what happened. Oh, I think we'll know what happened. But I would like to know, was he given a chance? 'Cause I want to believe, and I know I'm probably wrong, I want to believe that Kyle and Vanessa would not have sincerely been like, I feel threatened, I want him to leave. They would be like the lowest of garbage people. They really would. Like, they really would. But on the exact flip side of that, if they really felt threatened, and then we become people who start not believing people when they say they're scared, like, I will always believe a woman who tells me she is scared or something happened to her and da-da-da. I don't care if they're lying or I'm wrong. I'm always going to believe what someone tells me is happening to them. Which is when you put emotions and feelings into it, and then we are human and we make mistakes, which is why there are then rules to go back to the beginning of, here is the rule. If you do this, this happens. Jamar did the thing. The result is you are being removed from the game. Now, I also agree Big Brother does not enforce the rules across the board. So that is not fair. It sucks all around because it's many different sides. It is many different aspects to this scenario, which really just suck all around. I have to say, for the people that will watch this back later, if you're watching it back on our website or YouTube, understand that there are a lot of times when I'm reading comments from chat room which you're not seeing. There's so many times when people are like, Eric, I can't believe that you said... And I'll be like, no, that was a comment from chat I was reading, and I'm sorry to make them more clear. Anyway, sorry if I get crucified later. You will be interviewing Jamar. Does that not happen now that he got kicked out? I believe now that Jamar has been kicked out, we will not be allowed to interview him either. I believe now that Jamar got kicked out, we will not be allowed to talk to him either. It's going to have 3 weeks of Michael around here. It's going to have 3 weeks of Michael around here. I mean, I really am interested. I sincerely, I think obviously Nicole and I are going to talk about this together. I didn't really want to talk about it on this show, but I mean, how could we not do the live feed update show about it and show the clips? Because I wanted to wait until there was another person so it could be more of a discussion rather than me feeling like I need to present it and express the different sides of it because I'm alone. I don't know if I would be able to interview Jamar's brother, although I will say Jamar's brother, if you have not read the tweets that he put out on Jamar's account, he definitely has an insight to it. I didn't really believe him when he said he hadn't, or production, he said something like production was keeping him in the DR to have him cool down. I didn't believe that for a second, because there's no way they would let you tweet that. At all. So then I was like, well now, if you're not telling the truth about that, I don't know if you're telling the truth about the other stuff, but whatever. He still said interesting stuff. At least Carol didn't leave last week, would have made for an awful 3 weeks of eviction. Curious how the rest of the show will play out, considering it's a longer season. Well, I have a feeling Min is no longer going home. Now. And look, I get it. There's even more aspects of this that we did not talk about. I see the people on Twitter saying they feel like Min was behind this. Min knew that if she called a house meeting, it would rile Jamar up. Jamar would have Jamar would explode, and then he would be removed from the game, and Min would be safe. I see people saying that on Twitter. I see people saying that, which, by the way, I do not think that happened at all. Several times, Min told Jamar, relax, this is my meeting. STFU, it's my meeting. I also understand that there, are people like Kyle is antagonizing Jamar and blowing kissy faces at him and da-da-da-da-da-da. I hear you. I just try and keep it like equal rules to I don't care who it is doing it. So in the same way that I don't care that Kyle was blowing kissy faces as his thing to do, I don't care that Jamar was standing up and being how he was being either. Like, that's how they both express themselves. The only thing that matters is who is expressing themselves in a way that breaks the rule. Unfortunately, it was Jamar in this scenario. Sucks. Do I think he meant it? No. But it doesn't matter. Does Big Brother need to enforce the rules equally? Yes. So we'll see. It's Rune Sheldon's HOH, 100%. Jamar deserves to still be in the game. I think he does. I personally, again, it's hard when I'm trying to present both sides, because I don't know if I'm being clear. Yes, I do think he deserves to be in the game. I do. And I wish we would know what happened after. And I have a feeling we're just going to get the edited version, but then I also have a feeling that I will find out the truth and then patron show. But yeah. I don't want it to be any of the answers it is. I don't want it to be any. I don't want it to be that Vanessa and Kyle really are the type of people that were like, we refuse to play this game if he's here. It kills part of my soul to know that there are human beings in this world that would do that. And I don't want to believe that people exist like that. That'd just be horrible. Just like it breaks my heart and kills part of my soul that people think that, or that because it's Jamar, not that people think it, but because it is Jamar that did it, it holds so much more weight for people. That just simply because when people hear, well, but it was the black person that threatened to shoot him. Because people would have let it go. Some people, not all people, some people would have not even seen this as an issue if Brooke did it or JL did it. That kills part of me. That's still where we are as a society. Which is why I say, for me, I always look at it as if we were just stripping it down to being two people and I didn't know anything about it, and inside the game of Big Brother, this person did this thing to this person, should they be left in the game? I would say no. And I know that that's not the popular opinion. If I was playing the game, to be clear, I'm saying if I was in the game. Me being outside of the game and knowing everything that's going on and getting to see the live feeds and what is no, I do not think he should be removed. But if I was in that game, I think I would want the person removed too. Not knowing everything. Jamar would still be around if it weren't for the meeting. Sure. I agree. I know. And that is why people are blaming Min. That is why people are blaming Min as well. I hear you. So, that being said, the feeds are now back on. Okay? You can check out at BBCan8 live feeds over on Twitter to keep up on everything that's going on in the feeds. You can watch all of our past shows, all of these live feed update shows. You can watch them all back here on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. You can watch them on iTunes or YouTube. Just make sure that you thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube, 5-star rating, and a nice review in iTunes is very much appreciated. And then, of course, all the rest of the content this season is exclusively, when we do them, they'll be live in the TV Co app for everyone to watch live, hang out, and chat. And then afterwards, they are exclusively archived in the TV Co app. So you can only watch the after shows, the recap shows, the exit interviews, the weekly Ouska shows. All of that, just this season, is exclusively in the TV Co app. Everything else is on our website. So I hope that you guys will come out to the live shows. I hope you guys will watch those back. We had Michael on with us. He hasn't done a show with anybody, but, you know, said I was his boyfriend. So there's that. If you would like to become a live feed updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We could definitely use a few more of you. So come on down. If you would like to do that, of course, I will see you guys tonight for Nicole's show. It is at 7 p.m. It is at a new time. 7 p.m. tonight is when Nicole's show will be live. She'll be live with Philip on TVCO. And then we will do a hangout show after that. I will be back here on You Now tomorrow in the afternoon to fill you in on everything that you missed from today's live feeds. Until our next show, I will see you guys all later. Thanks so much for your love and support. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.